Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to be learning how to cut and sew this particular style of jean skirts, not the regular jean skirts. Of course, there are several ways you can sew your jean skirt, or several style and several design. So for this particular video, we are going to be learning how to sew this particular style of jean skirts. So if this looks like what you would like to learn, I would like you to relax, have your seat, and let's learn together. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and on the notification bell so that you can have access to our videos whenever we upload. And do not forget to like, share, and comment. You can see how the skirt is looking nice, the cargo pocket and everything. Alright, thank you, and let's get started.
We are using jean material for the skirt, and this is the material laid out. I already marked out the length. The skirt length is 28, but we're going to be having an elastic of 2 inches now. So I'll take 2 inches from 28, that's 26. And I'll be adding 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, 1 inch for the down, for the hemi parts. And here I'm adding 0.5 to join the band back to the bodies. I hope that's clear enough. So now I have 27.5. This is what you have here. So the waist is 38. Of course, you know that you divide your waist by 4. The hip is 44. Divide your hip by 4. Now, jean usually have this flat fell seam at the middle of the skirt, just as you see on your screen. There's a flat fell seam at the middle. Then I still wanted to have flat fell seam, just designed at 2 sides like this. The design that's the design I want, and I will not be having side pockets. It's going to be having 2 cargo pockets by the side. So that's the design of the skirt. Now, because of the flat fell seam, you know, you have to sew it at those points. So I'll be adding the sewing allowance to it. Now let's get started. Now the waist divided by 4 is 9.5. 9.5. So 9.5, because we're going to be having elastic, I'm going to totally ignore the waist. So I'm going to be using the hip measurement for the waist, so that with the elastic it won't have zip. So if you use your exact waist, there is no how you're going to be able to wear it through your hip or to wear the skirt. So I will ignore the waist measurement and use the hip measurement at the waist. So definitely we are going for the hip measurement now. The hip is 44 divided by 4. That's 11. So 11 here, and I'm going to be adding 3 inches sewing allowance. So 11 plus 3, that's 14. So what is the 3 sewing allowance meant for? You know, it's going to, at the middle here, to be having the flat fell seam. I will not cut it open. What I will do is to mark 0.4. That's the point at which I will sew it to form my flat fell seam at 0.4. So that is 0.4. Is part of the allowance. Number 2, the second flat fell seam, I want it to come. So then really I'm placing it at 0.4 now. I want it to come at 5 inch. So that's 5.4. And the flat fell seam also will come up like this. You know, it's something that you have to sew this way, just like you're sewing it like this. So it has to be your allowance be both sides on this side. So instead of marking your 5 inch here, you're marking 5.4. 0.4, you're going to mark it at 0.4 here, then another 0.4 here, because the 2 sides, the sewing will be at both sides now when you're sewing this side and this side. I hope you're following me. So the first one is this one, already covered with both sides here. So the second one now, you're marking 5.4 here, then your second 0.4, that's 5.8. So the 5.8, but your holding will be at 5.4 at this point. When you sew it like this, you have it this way. You're already holding the 2 allowances here. So all the allowances added now, 0.493 places, 1 here and 2 here. That's 1.2. So you add 1.2 to the hip divided by 4. I told you I'm going to be using the hip measurement because it's going to be having elastic, so that I can have excess to gather with our elastic. That's 11 plus 1.2, that's 12.2. plus the one inside allowance at the side here, that's 13.2. So I already mark 13.5. Now we come to the hip side. Hip weight to hip should be 8 inches. Depends on the person you are sewing for, but for this particular person, 8 inches. And don't forget that you have to deduct the waist the elastic from the same 8 inches. That's you're going to be having 6 inches. Now the 6 inches, add the 0.5 they're going to use to attach the band back to the bodies. That's 6.5, and I have 6.5. So at this point of 6.5, so mark the exact 13.5. Mark it here. You can come to the you can come down straight to the same measurement, but if something that you're sewing for is very curvy person and you want it to taper down, deduct 1 inch from it if you so wish. For this one, I just remove 0.5 and I have just 13 inches instead of 13.5 inches. So by the time we attach our band and it gathers this place together, we have the shape of the skirt. And by the time we put all our flat felt seam, you will see the design. So I'm not going to be shaping out the pockets because I said it's not going to be having side pockets, but it will be having the cargo pocket at the side. The design you can do, you have several designs you can do with your jean for your jean skirt, so that depends on you. For this one, we're not having side pockets. If you want to know how to sew side pockets for jean, check the channel. We have the video there. So this one is just going to be having a cargo pocket, and the cargo pockets also, we have a video of cargo pockets on our YouTube channel that you can check. So this is going to be very fast tutorial. Just after this cutting, we go join the flat felt seams. So I'm going to cut it out now. Then we notch these places. Then we cut the back. What I'm going to do now is this. I told you that this place we are going to be sewing it. I'll notch it there. Now this place, it is we added 0.4 0.5 because on both sides that's where I'm going to be holding it. So it is this needle that you're going to be sewing. So I say you notch it there, and afterwards you do your complete sewing. So the same way I'm going to notch it down. That is why I didn't cut it off. Normally I should have cut it off and just start joining again. No, but that is not necessary. It's a long way, and you can do it for your teaching trouser as well. So just mark 0.4 that you marked here. Mark it here as well. I think I've marked it. Then here, this one, just mark this one at the edge here. So this is where I'm going to notch it. I don't need to mark the remaining two. When I hold it, I'll be able to sew. I already know that when I'm sewing here, and this place I'm sewing here. So this is for the front. This is for the front. Now let's go and cut the back. So for the back here, for the flat felt seam at the middle, I end 0.5. Maybe more than 0.5. And so the waist is now 11 plus 1 inch sewing allowance, that's 12. And don't forget that here we reduced by 0.5 for the front, so it's going to be 11.5. So I'm going to open up this one. Just go to having split at the back. Then we will open it up. So this is the so I'm going to cut in the pocket, like I said, but that will be off camera. I'm not sewing the travel pocket here. So we take the front first. This is the front now. Like I said, now we are sewing at
They are sewing at 0.5, that is 0.4 rather. So I'm using the sky blue. So I'm going to sew straight down. So make sure you double your thread. I'm using, can you see, I'm using 2 threads. Let's see, double my thread. That's why you have 3 here, 1 from down and 2 from up. So me double the thread, you're going to pop out. Then after that, see how easy it is without cutting the jean. I didn't cut it, so it makes your work very, very easy. So can you see, this is for the middle. Isn't this looking nice? Okay, for the side, come to this side. That's why I notched it, molding it at both ends, and I'm sewing at this point. 0.4. So I'm going to do the second one the same way. I think now I can do that one off camera. So now I'm done with sewing the flat fell seams on the jean and the front panel. I can see how beautiful it's looking. These are the things that make your jean look very nice. They are common with jean or chinos and corduroy for both their skirts and trousers. So now I want to put a design of the side pocket. I said it's not be having side pocket, but just to sew it down with double sewing to just show this design for the side pocket. So at this point I notched 3 inches on both sides. Another point of 3 inches I'm going to do between my sewing, my stitches. So you can see I'm trying to show you with my pen how it's going to run. So I'm going to be doing that now. And always don't forget to use double thread if you don't have the normal jean thread. For this one I use sky blue. I double my thread. You can see that we have double thread from running from the machine if you check very well. So it makes the sewing pops out very well, makes the color comes out well. So here I'm trying to sew the pocket design, just a design. We are not going to be adding side pockets. The choice is yours. Actually, you can choose to add it, and I have a video on that on the YouTube channel. If you choose to have a side pocket, there's a video for that on the channel, so you can do it. But for this one, we're not adding side pockets. We're just going to be having a cargo pocket. and that's it. You can see how beautiful it's looking. So we'll do the same thing for the other side of the front panel as well. And after that, we go ahead and join the front panel with the back panel. Now we are done. So we are going to be joining the front panel with the back panel now at the side. And don't forget to left 1 inch for a sewing allowance. Please make sure you use your allowances accordingly. So you join at 1 inch, and after joining it, I'm going to fix the cargo pockets. I'll do that off camera, but mind you, I have a video of the exact cargo pocket I'll be using on my YouTube channel. You can go ahead to watch it, but this one I'm going to do it off camera. Okay, you can see how neat it is. Yes, I have the video on my YouTube channel, just exactly like the one I did. The only difference is the shaping here, and I told you that it's your choice. You can make it straight, you can slant it easy. So I want to put this button just here or here, but I'm already thinking of I'll have to make a button and I've fixed this one already. So I'm changing my mind. I'm using this plaster. So what you need to do is just cut your plaster. So put this one here. You have to sew it, then you sew this one here. Then so you can hold it and open it at your own way as you like. So most times I do this one first, so it will help me to know where to fix this. So then I know, I mark it out and I fix the other side. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And after that, now I will now join the back together. So let me explain some things to you. Number one is this place. One thing is that in adding your sewing allowance, please add 0.5, not 1 inch. Can you see this one is too much? That's why this pocket was reduced. So make sure you add 0.5 for your sewing allowance, and that sewing allowance, factor it in. You know, I did 3 inches here, and because I removed 1 inch, it became 2 inches. So normally I should have done 4 inches. So by the time I remove 1 inch, I have my 3 inches left. So if you are putting 0.5, make sure you factor in that 0.5 also. So you have your 3 inches and the length is okay. So that's it. Another thing that I need to talk about, okay, I did this flap design. It's just by choice. You can choose to do it and you can choose not to do it. Everything is perfect. And also, what we're going to do now is to join this back together. So fold it into two. This is the middle. You can see now that if measurement should be 44, that's 22 but that's 22 now. You can see what I'm saying. That's 11 for the front. If you're able to hold all your sewing allowance correctly, you have your measurements. This is 11. So just few inches left, just like on something. So that means I'm sewing at 22. I'll be sewing at 22. I'll be sewing at 22 at this point. I'm sewing at this point straight down. I'm sewing at this point. So just like my 1 inch is what is remaining. Can you see now? So when you hold your allowances well, then you'll be sure of my. I'm sewing my 1 inch down now. Now I'm going to be stitching things flying flat fell seam as well at the back. But just because I didn't, I wanted to put cargo pockets. So to do it now might not be that easy. So let's just do it. So at 1 inch. So don't forget that we left 1 inch sewing allowance down. I want to have 6 inches slit or 7 inches. So let me leave 8 inches. So 8 inches. At this point, I'll terminate my sewing. So to sew the flat fell C here might not be that easy, but with me, just come in, bring it inside. We have closed every other place, so we have to be careful. Top stitch first. So as you're sewing it, make sure you are bringing out the front part. Hemming allowance. So your 1 inch, just like this, and put it the second time. That's what we are going to do. Yeah. So I'm using navy blue for the down part, so you won't be seeing the sewing at the right side. On the wrong side, you will see these are skirts. Can you see the front? I said front, so this is the side. This is the cargo pocket. And this is the back. Yeah, this is back. And you see how neat it is. So the elastic is what you want to do now. I'm not doing the regular elastic like I say. For this particular one, we are going to be having the same material in front here. So between these two flat fell C. So we have the jean material as band. That's let's say 10 inches here. The same at the back. So elastic will only be at the side. I'm going to cut the material now. This is the band I'm going to be using for the something. So the material will be times 2 of this, exactly as the height of this is what I'm going to be cutting. So double of it, because we are going to sew it together. So you know that this is 10 inches now for the front that I've removed. I'm going to remove 10 inches for the back, so that's 20 inches, and the whole measurement is 44. Is 44. So 20 away, that's we have 24 left. 24 left is what we are going to be using for the elastic at both sides, which simply means it should be 12 right? But because we are going to be reducing it so that it can gather the excess at the waist, do not be cutting 12. Out of that 24, I'm going to remove 8 inches. 8 to 24, take away each 8, that's what, that's 16. So the 16 left, I'm going to be cutting 8 inch for one side, 8 inch for the other side. So we are going to sew it together, and you're going to see it now. So let me cut the fabric and we come and do the joining together here. Notch the midpoint of this. After notching the midpoint, place it like this, then turn it. Then sew it. So you have it at the side. The other side as well. So this is when you now measure your 10, because you want it to be 10 inches. So you measure 10.5 because of the 0.5 inches for seam allowance. Mark it here. So we check the second material here. So now we have it done. So if you choose, if you like, you can top stitch. So I'm going to top stitching just to give it a like 2 top stitch effect, you know, since I like that double top stitch. Yes, yeah. I'm going to put it, so wherever I'm putting it is where the double will be at the front. So this is it now. I haven't top stitched it. I'll trim off the excess because all we needed was just exactly the length of the. So after that, notch the midpoint of this one. Notch the midpoint of this one too. Then bring your skirt. This is what we want to do. Look for the one that is very neat. I think I prefer this one to be in front. So this is what we want to do now. This particular one will be here and the middle here. I would advise you pin it down and the middle like this. Okay. Take the second midpoint, bring it to the back. Pin it down as well. Then hold it like this. Stretch it. So starting from the back. So at 0.5 or less, and so at 0.25. So hold it down like that, then stretch it. So you can show the way I stretch it. Now see the way I stretch it like this. Hold it at one point. Hold it at one point so that I can balance. Then you start joining. One point. So our skirt is smooth and nice. Now you can see how nice it is. It's not like the regular elastic that we normally have. So but the inside is rough, you will weave it off. Of course you have to weave it. So let me do that one first, then I will have to top stitch it. Okay, I'm doing double top stitching. I will do double top stitching to show you the shape. Then you have your skirt. I'm not sure. Yeah, put it on. Now that I've done the weaving, you can see what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to top stitch it now, so that if you relax properly, they are top stitching on the, push your weaving inside, your sewing allowance inside, and top stitching just like this. So that you will relax. To relax properly. So this is the end result of our machine. You can see how it is looking. So it's a yard of jean material, and I still have this left that I can still sew shorts or even trouser or skirt for a small girl or a small boy. You can see how neat it is. See my pockets. Yeah, last part. See the back. Yeah, see the back. Back. You like and put your back pocket with cargo back pocket might be too clumsy. So this is the back. You can see I say only the back. So you see the jean effect there. So that's it. Give it a try and let us see how you are able to achieve this. You might choose not to have this. You can just have only this. Have your pocket here. Have your cargo pocket down. You can choose not to have your cargo pocket. Have your back pocket. You can choose to have another design. Jean, there's no dogmatic design. You can choose to have it like this. Instead of having it straight, just have it like this. Have it like this, and then you're fine. So we give it a good price. Then you see the beautiful end result of our jean skirts. All right. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.